Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie. Welcome to Moon Directed, where we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. It will clear up here in just a second. I'm actually going to go ahead and just turn the camera down. I don't know why it's having trouble focusing, but no need to worry. So we're working with energy here, and today we're working with that energy of Mercury in retrograde. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. This is like, whew. Okay, so going to cover the energy for February 8th through the 14th. My computer just went black this morning and stopped working, so I'm on my camera, but I think I could get this done. So just hang in there with me while we figure things out. That's what it's about, right? Working with the energy. Ooh, whoa. Okay, so your overall energy, you have the Chariot, it's move, and the base chakra. Okay, so Gemini. Oh boy. Okay, so this week we have Valentine's, and we have a lot of energy moving going on with Venus. And so when I look at that, this looks like there is a decision that's being made around the heart space. But it is being guided by your sense of self of security. Like, do you feel safe? Do you feel safe to open up? Do you feel safe to have the conversations? So wow, let's just see where the cards take us. But this looks like it could be kind of intense. So let's just get into it and let's go. So we start out with that moon in Capricorn, and it is in a very nice supportive energy with Mercury and with Uranus, which is all about that out of the box brainstorming, thinking up a new way to handle this. At the same time, though, that moon is in sextile, which is about it's a supportive energy about making a choice, and this is the Chariot energy, which is about making a choice and moving. And so there's some energy already when we start out the week about, you know, what kind of a choice are you going to make, out of the box thinking, what's coming into focus for you. Mercury, which rules your sign, is going to be, even though it's in retrograde, it's going to be coming into conjunction with the sun. And so there will be a spotlight. There will be something that will be highlighted on this, and it could be a little confusing. It could be a little out of focus, kind of like how that camera started at first, right? A little out of focus, and everything's there, but you can't really see and discern what it is. And then we have Venus, who's already in Aquarius, and she is going to come into conjunction with Saturn, who says, hey, you know, do you have a plan about what you value, how you're going to structure it? And so this is very much this base chakra energy here. And at the same time, Venus is going to be in that choice energy with Chiron, the wounded healer. And so there's an opportunity to really heal a situation that had the root makes you feel a little unstable, makes you feel a little insecure. And it's going to come through communication from the heart space this week. The moon is going to move in and come into conjunction with Pluto on Tuesday. So this is about that deep transformation about how you feel about this situation that's developing here at the beginning of the week. So the moon, that makes that conjunction at 12:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then at 8:20 p.m. the moon is going to move into Aquarius. While that space in between that 12:22 to 8:20, that is a void of course moon. And void of course moons are generally not this large, and so this is very beneficial. It's a great time to meditate, to pull your energy in, to think about what it is you really want, to communicate with spirit, to pray, to focus on it, maybe journal. It's a very creative energy. It's also a very organizational energy if you need to go through and remove things and put things in order. And sometimes doing that kind of work is also an act of meditation, because while you're busy straightening up something, your mind is also free to work and not be focused on what you're doing. And there is a need to focus in on, how do I feel safe and secure? I believe in a love relationship. And what is stopping you and what is hindering you? Okay. I can tell you feel insecure. I feel this tightness in my heart space. But this says protection. Uncertainty lurks around you, but you are shielded by the powerful energy of heaven's light, and the birds sing you a message of hope. Feel safe, and you have no worries. The most sacred and indomitable of the Taoist mountains, which is the mountain Tao, is here to support you and protect you. In other words, you are really being supported by spirit in this process where you're feeling very unsure and very insecure about, wow, when it's about, it's almost as though you want to be in a relationship, but you're worried about whether or not you can afford to be in a relationship. You want to have children, but you're not sure you can afford to have children. There's something, it's about the ability to provide and create security in this situation in order to allow this relationship. And so I feel like when they're tied together like that, it's like on one hand you really want this relationship, on the other hand you don't know how you can sustain it. And so there's a lot of doubt that is creeping in. And so spending some time, this void of course moon is a really great time to meditate, and this new moon that's coming up in Aquarius is very potent, and it will take 18 months to 2 years because of some of the other planetary aspects going on with it to bring to you what you want. So what is it that you want? So decide what it is you want, focus on what you want, write down what it is you want, and what you want is how you're going to feel about it. I really want it to be not specific as in, I want to be in, with a blonde, 6 kids or whatever. I don't know. Not that specific. I want you to be more like, I want to be in a loving, secure, safe relationship, and I want to feel confident that I can provide the security for the family, and this is what I'm willing to work hard for. This is what I'm wanting to manifest, right? And so it's the energy of what do you want to manifest for yourself? And really focus on that, on what you want, not on what you don't want. If you're focusing on the insecurities, you are literally going to manifest more things that show you, oh my gosh, I was right to feel insecure about this. So focus instead on what you want instead of what you don't want, so that you can help to heal the situation here. The moon in Aquarius, so that's Wednesday and Thursday. Mercury, which rules your sign, is going to square off with Aries and on Wednesday. And so this could be tough conversations. This could be volatile conversations. So take a deep breath and try to, yes, assert what you believe. I don't think you should back down about what you believe at all. But I do believe that there's an opportunity for things to get a little out of hand. So something to pay attention to. The moon is going to be in conjunction with Saturn, which says, do you have a structure? Do you have a plan? Venus, that says, what do you value? What do you really want? Jupiter says, how do you want to expand it? And then Mercury, who says, how can we communicate that to yourself and to others in a way that makes you feel safe and secure and starts moving you in the direction of doing that? And you have looked deeper. Deep within me is majestic radiance. And so this sense of insecurity that you have about being able to create and manifest what it is that you want probably has something to do with something in your childhood. Most of those deep base chakra insecurities are rooted in our childhood before the first 7 years were over, where we somehow didn't feel secure. If you came from a family where there was financial hardships, then maybe you have issues around the ability, that's something that's ingrained in your mind, is that you feel like you never have enough. It could be something from a past life. And so asking St. Michael or Archangel Metatron to come in and cut the cords of sense of lack from this lifetime and all lifetimes across all timelines, to allow you to heal and feel more secure in your ability to manifest. Oh wow, yeah. Talk to the angels, talk to your ancestors and your guides, and release that. What you have here is and that new moon that north node in your sign is really asking you to really get curious about what do you want and let go of self-limiting beliefs. This is a process you've been undergoing for several months now, and so we have surrender to the divine. Confidence is the key to success. This is belief in yourself, and a new start is coming with this new moon. And this new moon is super powerful. We have Jupiter and Venus going to be in conjunction just 4 hours before there's the new moon. The new moon is at 2:05 p.m. on Thursday, and that is the Chinese New Year, and it is the metal ox. And so it is about manifesting in the 3D world things of monetary value, something structural and sound that you can look back on. So if you're feeling insecure in these areas, ask to cut the cords of negative energy, karmic ties, anything that's holding you back, and plant the seeds of intention. I am successful. I am a manifester of all things that are good. I am abundant. I have more than enough, and there's always more on the way. Those are some mantras that you usually should be really working with and digging into for this kind of energy, to overcome this kind of energy. And this is a process. It's not going to happen overnight. I really want to encourage you to understand that this is a commitment that you are making, like a 2-year contract that you are signing with yourself to really work on this, to really move through this energy. So accept the divine guidance and the divine help that you have. Accept the situation for where you are. Make sure you're real familiar with everything. How much money do you have? How much money do you have going out? This feels very financially based fear. And so being real with yourself about where you are and where it is that you want to go. And then take a look through the peephole of where it is that you want to go and focus on that. Focus on where you're going from here. Okay, this one really wants to come too. So, love it. Surrounded by prosperity. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. You have the ability to create so much positive prosperity in your life. Focus on that. Everyone is a manifester. Everybody has the ability to do this, and it's a matter of belief. It's a matter of having the confidence in yourself that you can do this, and you have life is better together. Seek assistance from your community. This community is your spirit guide team, your ancestors. This could be family, friends, co-workers. This could be, it could be your partner, although it looks like there's a multitude of people here. It doesn't look like just a one-on-one thing. Seek assistance from your community. Connect with family, friends, or others who will support you. It can be as simple as making a phone call. Reach out to the people in your life that you lean on and say, if you catch me saying negative things. Okay, so, contracts. If you say, I never have enough money, that is a contract you're making. That's one of the things you need to stop doing. If you say, every time I get a little bit of extra money, it seems like a bill comes up or something breaks down, that brings and draws that in. So stop doing that. That's a great place to start right there. Those are verbal contracts that you're making, and the universe goes, okay, so you never have enough money. No, I always have more than enough, and there's always more than on the way. I have a friend who says, money falls out of the sky for me. There's something you could totally do. It's just like you just make these the things that you really, and it's important that you believe it. You can't just say it, but fake it till you make it. Start saying it until you start believing, and look for the signs. Notice where that happens. Where do you notice things? Like the other day, there was something I needed to buy, and it's really expensive. And I opened up my email, and there in my email, there was a notice from the company. It's like, we haven't heard from you in a while. Here's 30% off of your purchase. I'm like, yes, I'll take that. It was like $60 I saved right there. So, look for that. And even though I still had to buy this thing, there was a big, that's a bonus, right? That I didn't have to pay that 30. So learn to be grateful for the money when it happens and notice it. In order to create growth and to bring it in when that moon comes into Aries, you're going to have to take action. But I think I skipped over Pisces. So the moon is in Pisces on Friday. Friday and Saturday is this beautiful energy with Mercury in conjunction with Venus to really have these heart-to-heart conversations with people. And the moon is going to end up conjuncting, I think, on Saturday with Neptune. And so it's about your dreams and your hopes and your goals. Reach out to people. Have those conversations. It's this really beautiful, sweet, supportive energy. Lean into that and write it down. Write Write down what your goals are. Really be working for them, striving for them, and focusing on them. Oh gosh, look at this. So you have this one, which is confidence is your key with the lion in it. And this one says the lioness. You've earned all your stripes. What that means is everything's not going to necessarily be easy, but it's going to be worth it. So the action step that you take on Sunday is something that you've thought of over the course of the week, which is that first step. Maybe it's filling out a job application. Maybe it's going through and saying, oh, I have too many subscriptions and I can reduce cost here. Maybe take a look around. You're going to figure out what it is that needs to be streamlined, fixed, just some little something that you do that starts moving things in the right direction for you so that you can start manifesting and believing in yourself. And also, I want to encourage you to not hoard, to give. So give freely of your time. So I went to go do laundry the other day, and someone had preloaded the washer and the dryer with coins, and they actually put laundry detergent in and left it there for the next person. That was a $2 investment on their part, but that is a way to attract abundance to them. When you give, you receive more than you give. So look for opportunities to give, because when you give, you say, I'm not afraid to give up this $2. I'm not afraid to give up this $10. Drop a bigger tip when you go out to eat next time, because those people are struggling, and it's okay because you won't miss the money. If you know you won't miss the money, then Spirit knows you won't miss the money, and they bring you more money. It's very important to give in order to receive. So you have intuition. These are the little Chinese fortune cookie cards I bought because of the new moon, the new year, Chinese New Year. Trust your intuition. It is a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. There you go. You know what you need to do. You've got this. You can do this. All right, Gemini, I'm surprised it hasn't cut off yet. I usually get 17 minutes before it cuts out. You guys take good care of yourself. Do something for yourself that's well thought out, one step at a time. It's going to take a couple years to pull this together, but you can do this. All right, I'll talk to you soon.